Hi, my name is Erica Clark. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist with a private practice in Tampa, and I've been speaking about this idea of languishing. This idea is kind of the antithesis of flourishing, which is what we want. That's the feeling fulfilled, feeling motivated, feeling productive, experiencing positive emotions, and languishing is really the opposite of that. And it's something that a lot of us have been experiencing over the last 18 months. So, in pulling from positive psychology, we've been talking about the different pillars that enhance well being. And the one I wanted to talk about today is this idea of finding meaning. And this is going to look different for everyone. So, this takes a little bit of soul searching, this takes a little bit of trial and error sometimes, is finding a sense of purpose. So, figuring out what that looks like might be different in different seasons, but it goes so far in helping us feel filled up is that we feel like we're doing something that serves a purpose in kind of a greater good. So for some people, that might be their job. For other people, it might not. But this idea of adjusting and reevaluating that sense of purpose as you enter different seasons of life is very important. So, for example, someone who has dedicated time and energy to raising children, who now finds himself an empty nester, that's going to be tricky for them to reevaluate. Okay, where's my sense of purpose coming from? But if you can do that with some intentionality, there's a lot of fulfillment that can come from that. Finding a kind of an updated or reassessed or reevaluated sense of purpose. The other thing to keep in mind is that you might have multiple senses of purpose, essentially. So, some people it might be being the best mom or dad, sister, brother, father, or daughter or son. That might be that sense of purpose is okay, how do I show up for my family today? But then they also might have that sense of purpose that comes from the role they take in the community, or comes from their job. So being able to recognize that all of those things can work in conjunction, it's just got to come from somewhere, and you can have bits and pieces from different places. So within the home, it might be even a pet, is okay, I want to make sure the dog is living a really good life. What is that going to look like? I'm going to make sure that I take the dog to the dog park regularly, or that I make sure we get outside regularly. Same thing with a larger scale is it could be community. It could be finding a place for advocating for something you're passionate about, social causes, work, philanthropy, things like that. But it could also be a combination of those. So figuring out what you feel driven to support, or the ways or kind of senses where you find a sense, the ways and places that you find a sense of purpose, it becomes a really important piece to continue to reevaluate and to make sure that that sense of meaning is there. So I encourage you all to look at that and think, okay, where have I found a sense of purpose in the past? Where have I felt most engaged and alive, and felt that my work or my day to day activities were meaningful? And does that still fit, or does it not still fit? And where can I find it in a different place as time goes on? And to start, again, exercising those different muscles to see which of those places of purpose bring the most sense of fulfillment.